Continuing our tour of interesting locations in the Diocese of Killaloe, County Clare, here we are on Cealtra, or Holy Island in County Clare, and here we are in front of the ancient monastic settlement that would have begun perhaps in the 500s. St. Colum of Terryglass, just across the water, perhaps was the founder, and then about 100 years later St. Cayman, who was one of the early bishops of Killaloe, would have settled here and established a monastery and a religious community that would have served the surrounding areas. And the next point of interest was when the Vikings would have raided in the 800s and the 900s, and it was revived again by Brian Boru around the turn of the millennium, and Brian Boru's brother Monahan happened to be the abbot of the religious settlement here around that time. The next big point of interest, I suppose, then is in the 1800s, where County Galway claimed the island from 1849 until the end of the 1800s, and it was returned rightfully again to County Clare at the end of the 1800s. A lot of work was done then at the end of the 1800s to put a new roof on St. Cayman's Church here at the heart of Holy Island, and a huge amount of work again was done at the end of the 20th century, around 1980-1990, and very significant work was done on the Round Tower to revive that, and huge efforts were made to try and retrieve some of the remains of what was expected was a cone on top of the Round Tower. And the local legend is that the stonemason, way back at the time of building it, was distracted by a very beautiful witch and didn't get to finish it. And when they were renovating the project in the turn or the end of the 20th century, no remains of that were there. So perhaps that legend is indeed true.
The world-famous poet W.B. Yeats, who lived in Gort in County Galway for a period of time in an ancient castle called Lee, was an occasional visitor to Cealtra, or Holy Island, and he penned a famous poem called The Pilgrim, and it refers to the island in the following words: "Round Lough Derg's holy island I went upon the stones, I prayed at all the stations upon my marrow bones. And there I found an old man, and though I prayed all day, and the old man beside me, nothing he had to say."
What a wonderful thing it is to be here in this haven of peace and calm and tranquility and serenity, in a place that was a place of prayer and place of reflection and place of being close to God for so many centuries here in Cealtra. It is great to be here on this lovely summer's day.